Let's try again. Instead of blood or anything, it's something called glitchiness, which is essentially his life force. Also enables him to corrupt worlds and glitch things around. It's a solid magenta color, particularly the hex FF10FF. In case you're wondering, glitchiness tastes like television static, the same consistency as blood. I'd imagine television static to not really have a taste, but it tastes like your tongue going numb. If he happens to die, a frown will appear on his face and his colors will fade due to the glitchiness leaking out of him. If you come into contact with the glitchiness after he dies, there's a chance you could be possessed by him, and that essentially means that he has another shot at doing whatever he was doing previously before he perished. He can only take control of people and things after he perishes. People and players that are taken control of by him tend to have a missing texture pattern on some parts of their body, or have a slight magenta tint to their eyes. His glitchiness cannot possess his former body after he dies, this causes an infinite loop. Those taking control of will witness the destruction of their worlds and everything they cared about. The time it takes for his glitchiness to possess things is around 3 or 4 business days. Also, you can haunt and talk to people as a ghost if he dies. At least, he's got that for going for him. Despite metaphorically basically being a sentient ketchup packet, he is capable of eating things. However, it gets converted directly to code. This code is just transformed into glitchiness due to this. He can pretty much consume anything. His mouth is colored entirely white, so it doesn't blend into the rest of his body otherwise very much. But he can still taste the exact flavor of the original item. This does not affect anything if he decides to cook a meal for others. It only affects an item when he puts it into his mouth. Once more, he is a metaphorical ketchup packet, not a literal one. The ketchup packet thing is just there for a comparison. Also, he's completely aware of the fourth wall. Glitchiness comes from code and data from Minecraft worlds that have corrupted, and that's why it has the properties that it has. It can also come from deleted Minecraft worlds, errors in the game's code, and abandoned Minecraft versions. It also comes from whatever data/code is left after those things happen. Due to the nature of it, Swagrim just spawned in one day after enough files were corrupted and deleted by players and people/the internet. Oh goodness, this again. You can only take control of living and dead things with the glitchiness, as he can take control of inanimate objects with it too. He prefers taking control of living things or dead ones, as you can't do much when you're an object. Maybe you could participate in object shows, but that's about it. The object show thing is a joke. You probably couldn't do anything as an object. His body cannot decay or be destroyed, his glitchiness can only leak out of it, so you could possibly use it as a statue or decoration. His skin is as hard as Minecraft bedrock, and he's basically just a sentient ketchup packet. As he is just a bunch of glitchiness encased in said skin, only a pickaxe or sword made of bedrock and enchanted with sharpness 2 billion can break it. He is the only one in possession of that tool because there's only one of them, and by nature he owns it. If his skin is broken somehow, even in the slightest way, he will instantly perish unless he consumes something. However, you can revive him by contacting WD Gaster. Gaster will revert the death like nothing even happened. Gaster's annoyed at this, however, because he already has to protect Sans and the last breath of you, and now he has to worry about some missing texture asking for revives like it's a Fortnite lobby. The Fortnite lobby thing is just a comparison. I love comparisons like that, and I thought it would be funny to write. He literally does not have a reboot card or a reboot van, and he doesn't perish that often. He only perishes when I think it'd be good for plot purposes. But since I personally don't like hurting or killing my OCs and treating them like a king, that practically never happens. His plot armor isn't that strong, however. He doesn't really need it. He's overpowered enough. Also, he lives in Minecraft, so if someone were to unplug the console the game is running on, his consciousness and reality would stop until the console gets plugged back in. Good luck unplugging it, however. The console itself is also an anomaly, manifesting itself in a completely random abandoned hotel in real life. On top of that, the console itself is a Nintendo Entertainment System, which should not be able to run Minecraft at all. Just 1 second of that console being unplugged feels like 1,000 years to him. So the moment you plug it in, he asks you, "Why'd you leave? You've been gone for so long." He dislikes Steve's lava chicken since in real life. I have a very low spice tolerance, but a very high salt tolerance. I can't even eat Takis IRL with my mouth going ablaze. His name is quite literally my Minecraft username. It is literally Swagrum76. And he is also my YouTube channel mascot. I don't consider him as my persona, as I don't like that word for some reason. But he does literally everything I do in Minecraft on a daily basis, causing chaos everywhere he goes. So technically he is my persona, but isn't at the same time, which is quite paradoxical. He's a sentient missing texture / glitch, and he uses anything he can find to build / destroy things. As a result, he can survive the void and he moves by either walking, flying, or using commands. He can move at the speed of light times the 32-bit integer limit using these methods. He can also slow others down by utilizing these methods via integer overflow. If he tries to go faster than this, Swagrum just slows down time for everyone else if he moves faster than light speed times the integer limit. He is aware of the pause menu and save screen as well as other menu buttons. He uses these in order to visit other worlds. As a result, he talks like he's in an Undertale text box. I have deleted and got rid of all my built-up hatred and stuff. There's no need for Swag anymore. I love that quote. If I make versions of him / this Minecraft skin to suit my mood and to have a little variation of everything. For example, I have made a version of him with a sad expression. I also make versions of him based off Undertale EU, such as one based off Insanity Sands. He usually attacks with sharpness 2,147,483,647 netherite sword or axe. This weapon has every enchantment in the game, all at the same enchantment level. He also prefers commands too, particularly /execute and /kill. He also likes /TP. If his creator dies, Swagrum also dies, but if his creator decides to kill him off, his creator doesn't die too. Thus, his creator can kill him and bring him back without issue. He tries to be nice sometimes, as he realizes you can't always cause chaos everywhere in Minecraft. He acts nice mostly toward his friends or allies. He's definitely a being with a chaotic personality type, but due to his variance it can change at any time. But he mostly does what he does because he's constantly bored and wonders how much chaos he can cause out of boredom. And other times he sees how much good he can cause. It's a day-to-day basis. He's nice despite his powers, and he can feel emotions like kindness and whatnot. He loves making friends and dislikes making enemies. The Minecraft skin for him is actually a missing texture skin I made for another YouTuber named Noodles the Asian. But he told me he quit Minecraft at the time, so I started using it as my main Minecraft skin. He is very, very hard to kill or destroy. This is a glitch, and glitches practically never die. They can only be patched, and they have a chance of coming back. To kill him means to patch him through the use of violence. He only causes chaos and destroys and steals things when he knows he is alone and isn't being watched by anyone else. Other versions of him aren't restricted by this at all. Feel free to use the Ask section on my profile to ask him questions, and I will try my hardest to respond in character. He has access to creative mode and access to commands and MBT editing. When he decides to use these really powerful features or tools, he cannot be hurt, and he causes chaos even if people are watching him. This is basically say goodbye to your world feature or tool he can use and abuse to his will. He uses these most of the time. There's only one weapon that is capable of defeating him. That weapon is a sword made of bedrock, which has been enchanted with sharpness 2,147,483,647. There's only one of these items in the world, and it's uncraftable. He mostly lives in a world that's on a repeating seed, but he does sometimes visit other worlds of service too. Also, due to his powers, he loves messing with the plots of various forms of media, often messing with the characters in those forms of media. He often sees how much he can change before the plot completely dissolves. In order to travel to a different piece of media, he just opens a portal to them. As he is a glitch, and he can just do that. If Swagrum alters a TV show or something, that show or piece of media literally changes to whatever altered version of it he made. Almost done. I'd like to imagine that my OC's enemy is just one really infuriated Minecraft developer. That'd be kind of funny. Like, imagine a Minecraft developer saying something like, "Why does he keep coming back?" in a fit of blind rage. And his name is Brian, which is the most default name I could think of. Brian does not know that Swagrum is alive, and would be horrified to learn that he is. He just thinks he has a really bad glitch he needs to patch. Swagrum would probably just tell Brian the iconic Undyne line, "You're gonna have to try a bit harder than that," or something like that. There's an altered version of him called Invert Swag, and it basically does the absolute opposite of everything he does. Instead of destroying Invert Swag creates, this version is also known as Negative Swagrum, or I'm not reading that. I prefer to call him Negative Swagrum as well. Also, Negative Swagrum's goals and ambitions are the complete opposite as well. Also, Negative Swagrum appears if Swagrum glitches up severely enough. He is also more unstable than the normal variation, and always has to keep the regular variant of Swagrum at bay. Negative Swagrum just wants to sit down and have tea with people, that's all. And then here's a bunch of skin variations I'm not going to read. A new variant called Hollow Swag was made by me for Halloween. Neither me or anyone else know much about this variant, but we can interpret this as a version of him that viewed everything and everyone as hollow. As a result, he decided to forcefully try to show everyone the hollowness he viewed within everyone and everything. Hollow Swag can't appear at all. He has cooked the roaring knight. Credit for this fact goes to my friend Terry Andy. He cooked the knight like a lobster and served it to the Deltarune cast. Reports say that the cooked knight pieces tasted like lobster too. OC guidelines, these are important. Shipping is allowed, but only platonic, such as a friendships. No romantic ships. Also, no not safe for work of him should be made, but you feel free to draw him doing or as anything else. I've thought about letting people make gore of him for a while, and have finally decided that it'd be okay since there would be nothing but magenta. Go crazy with it, I guess. Now that I have an idea of what kinning is, I'll allow it. Also, feel free to genderbin my OC and fan art and whatnot. And that's about it.